Good evening, everyone. Yes, I am here. I think I'm mostly here. So here I am. Okay, so I've had a bit of a hiccup of an evening. Deep breaths. Why is it happening on live nights? No other night, just live nights. Like, if something's going to go wrong, let's do it that night. It sounds more fun. So, right, where do we begin? A couple of weeks ago, I've been after a crystal canvas art design diamond painting for the longest time, and I saw somebody who put it up ages ago before they announced that they were going out of business. And I saw it and went, right, no, I've got to do it. Now is the time. I've got to do it. So I went ahead and I ordered not one, but two. Okay. So what did I do with the box? The box has escaped me. 2 seconds. Okay, so this is my lovely box, my crystal canvas art designs. I always put it off because the cost of the shipping was extortionate, because I believe they're based over in the US. So yeah, so I didn't just order one, I ordered two. I ordered this one. Try and see if I can get a good picture of the image. Beautiful little flower, and one of a dragon, which I'll show you in a bit. Anyway, I'd opened it up, I'd had a peek, I'd done a section, you know, as peaks go. So tonight I bought a new case, and I thought, right, just going to put them in there. So if I do fancy some crazy crystal action, I can just pop in when I feel like it. You know, just a little bit of a break from doing massive canvases. Sarah. So I started putting it together, and I did all the lovely little symbols that you get. And then I got to the end, and I thought, I got to one colour and went, oh, I've already filled that container. And then at the end, I realised there was a colour that had nothing in it. So I since realised there was no bag 20. This is the lovely canvas. As you can see, I have done a section there. So if I take the plastic cover, if you can see that any better. Probably not. But it is very beautiful and very, very sparkly. So this is the little canvas. That's lovely. So it is symbol number T. So it's like a paley greeny sort of colour 76. With the help of my lovely friend Arietta, we're trying to put some feelers out to see if we can get hold of the missing drills. The other thing is going to just be wait until I get to that symbol on the canvas and then make a decision about what sort of green it could possibly be. So this is going to be a night of working on hatching day. There's a few things I want to show you before then. But yes, that's thrown a curveball because I I got it on a D-stash. It'd never been opened, so nothing would come from me contacting the seller. The company is no longer, so that wouldn't be a helpful way. So we're just going to have to just go with the flow on this. So yes, but that was one of the things I was going to show you guys. I've recently had my birthday. I had my birthday on Monday of this week. Thank you everyone for your lovely birthday wishes. So I requested a lovely present off my darling husband. I don't know what I've done with. Okay, no. And yes, so I finally have some acrylic paint marker pens. So I have started the process of doing the colour chart. I have done the first layer. Let me show you. Ta-da! Lots of colours, 120. So yes, I've started doing the first layer of these, and I've had to hide my colouring book. So I bought myself one of the Disney colouring books, so one of these mystery ones. So I'm really looking forward to having a go with these. Once I get comfortable, I might do one on a live. So down at the bottom we've got the colour code, well not the colour codes but the colours that we'll be using. And in the back there is a picture of what they will look like. And the reason that it's been hidden is because it's Disney princesses, and my darling, darling little girl would love to get her hands on this in so many ways. So she's already just going through the book and just going through the book and just telling me what princesses there are. So there's a few films that we need to get my daughter up to date on, but I so love this, so love this. So I bought myself a colouring book. So at some point I will finish having a play with my marker pens. Because I'm really looking forward to giving that a go. The other thing I bought myself was a little, I'd seen something and it's called a scrap a day, and it's just a tiny little stamp and you make together this beautiful lovely collage, and I don't know why it just hit something with me. I mean, it was it's just a tiny little scrap, and it's sort of like, I guess it's like junk journaling. So this is my little stamp, and on the back you can see the size of it. So I bought myself a stamp. And then I bought myself a little journal. And I bought myself some Pritt sticks. So, as you can see, I only had it 3 days. But today will be the day 4. So yeah, that one's off the Pritt Stick packaging. That one is off the apples, grapes and cheese pack. I didn't think the plastic would go so well, so I took the envelope of one of my cards, stuck the plastic to that, and then stamped it through that. That is off my pizza twist box that I had last night. So I've got a lovely little picture there. So I've been grabbing random packages and just stamping a few bits out. So I've got these ones already pre-done. So I've got all sorts of weird and wonderful things. And I figured when I felt like it, look, cute little lamb. That's off some sort of chocolate Easter treat that Grace had. So I'm just looking for something very, very random. Part of a carrot. I'm going to have something off an Easter egg. So yeah, and the idea is you just stamp it out and then stick it in the journal. And I can't tell you why this like appeals to me, but once you've got like a few of these together, it makes like a pretty piece of art. So if any of you are interested, I think it's mostly called Scrap a Day. Other people refer to it as junk journaling, but I quite like it. Okay, so that's today's one in and done. So yes, let me know. I can keep you updated on them if you're interested to see how they're going to grow. Right, that is that. But yes, I had a lovely birthday. I was spoilt lots and I spent it with the important people. So, right, I haven't actually read any of the comments. So we have Arietta, of course. We have Amy. We have Sarah. And we have Kay. Hello, everyone. Anyone else who's in there and wants to pop in and say hi, feel free. We're all really friendly. We only nibble. Amy said that it's unfortunate. I hope you can get the right drills. I'm sure we'll find something out. And once I know what colour it's going to be, as in when you're doing the diamond painting around the subject matter, I'm hoping it will help. Yeah, and I agree with Arietta. She's put, it's frustrating with crystals as they don't use DMC codes, and it seems that everybody's got their own set of codes that they use for the crystal drills from what I've found this evening. Kay asks, what crystals do you need? I have a fair few. The only thing I've got is the colour is referring to as 76. It looks like a pale green tone. And that's about as much as I've got. It is for a flower. There is a few other greens in the pack. I mean, this is just, that's bag 31. And that's one of the greens that I've got. So if I turn this over, that's the 31 green. That's another green there. Like an emeraldy sort of green over there. Yeah, and there's another green there as well. So there is a few greens already in here. So I think if that doesn't ring true with the people who I've contacted to try and see if we can get a match for it, then I would just wait and see how I go with actually matching it once I'm at that stage in the diamond painting. But yeah, first time that has ever happened to me, and I've been in a position where I've gone, oh, I don't quite know what to do here. Amy says, I love the Disney mystery colouring books. There's a Tangle specific one that's recently released, and I'm tempted to get it. I've just watched the videos of people doing the acrylic paint pens and just doing them, and then seeing the end result is just like amazing. Okay, so without further ado, after Arietta's live, right at the end, I got the last couple and I finished off the row, which I'm so super pleased that I've finished the row off. Let's get these in order because I'm going to need them in a second. So I just wish that the camera or any photos that I take of this canvas really showed up the colours in this thing, because it is so beautiful. So beautiful. I mean, these reds over here of the, I'm assuming, eyelid, they are so gorgeous. I mean, it's so much attention to detail. I absolutely adore this canvas. But I am going to need to roll you a little bit because I am moving up. So looks like with the eye here, I'm also starting to get the tip of her, I assume that's her fingernail. So I'm going to be starting to go into the baby dragon. So I just want to get my next lot of release papers in. So yes, it's been an interesting time recently. I mean, when is it not? So let's see, recent events. So I've been carrying on doing my dance class clubber-size Zumba combination. And I thought, oh, I'll buy myself a new bottle. And so I bought myself a bottle. And then the first night of having my bottle at the dance class, I managed to knock a tooth out. Yes, since then I've had to have the said tooth, which is my front top tooth, extracted because it was beyond repair. Luckily, I say the word luckily, it was a root canal and therefore no pain to go with it. But I've got to say, I hate not having the tooth there. It's like relearning to speak all over again. More green. I think that's green. Oh look, we've got a bit more of a hand here, the bottom part of Mama Dragon's eye, and a little bit of the baby dragon. So yeah, it looks like we're definitely going to be hitting into some new colours. I'm curious. Excuse me, bashing my camera. Well, there's the yellow I'm going to be using on the baby dragon. Is that one needed? No, they're all circles. 3823, and that's the other accent one. Got a couple of those in there. So we've got 2, which is my 310. Very familiar with my 310 currently, followed by 939. 890. So that's the green I'm going to be putting back in the eye again. I don't know if you can see around the white bit here. I've got some green all going around here, and again the other side of the white. It looks like a similar situation is going to be happening down here as well, which I'm very thrilled that there is actually some green, because when I was originally looking at the canvas, although the canvas was coloured, it didn't look like there was any green drills to support it. E. What else we got? N, U, plus sign. Just getting them all ready to go. But I love all the purples. Yes, I know, Arietta, you're going to kill me for mentioning the purples again, as you have currently no purple in any of your canvases. I'm going to do that one, and I'm going to use that tray. The one thing I've not enjoyed as much with this canvas is there is a lot of AB, which is beautiful to look at, not so much to actually place down. Yes, she'll have lots of purple to do in a herb gathering, won't she? She's got to wait, be patient and wait a couple of weeks before that turns up. Hopefully I'm not going to be too much in the shot here. I'll soon see. So what are all you guys working on? You just come to chill with me, or has anyone got any projects on the go? Ta-da. I've really been focusing on this for the last couple of weeks, which it's been really nice to get back into. even more so that I'm moving away from all the ABs and the hair, because there was a lot of ABs. And it was a little bit overwhelming, like, especially as I'm placing my ABs with tweezers, as I've not been having much luck with doing them with a normal diamond painting pen. But we're now at the end of the second week of the Easter holidays, and we are surviving. I've got a day off tomorrow with the little one, which I'm happy to have a break from work. Okay, I've just got a text. Okay, so Arietta's put that she's so excited to get herb gathering, and I know she is. Kay's put 1.5 sections of Shamrock which will be finished. Oh, I'd love to see an updated picture, Kay. Diamond painting, working on the Love Witch magical shop. I did see your update on that the other day, Amy. That looks beautiful. I love the colours. And you're still organising beads. And now the comment that got me laughing. Currently working on bass, but we'll be having a sneaky KFC when Martin gets home, as we find ourselves in the rare situation of being home alone. No children. Sarah's got Arietta behave. I have got a feeling moderator Arietta might have to come out soon. I'm so impressed that you can do rounds with tweezers. It's yeah, it just, you know me with those tweezers, they're a special sort of tweezer. Like, I've never known anything like these tweezers, and now I can't get hold of them anymore. These are lovely. They're ceramic tipped, and it was a seller in France. I have 3 pairs because I'm just greedy. The only ones I wasn't happy with were these ones, because look at the difference between the width in the tweezer bit. I did have like a hair bubble on this, closing this one a lot more, so I could, because it's tiring to have to press constantly, and you're pressing them out. I mean, these, you're pressing a tiny little bit. These, you're doing a lot, and there's quite a lot of resistance with them as well. So but I love those tweezers so much. What was I doing? Oh yeah, diamond painting. I'm glad to know what I'm here for, you know. I think the reason I've actually been doing a lot more diamond painting recently is the simple fact of I've started on my next lot of Audible books of the Witchy Coven series I'm currently reading, and because I'm wanting to know where the story is going next, I'll just do a little bit of diamond painting while I listen to this. And I haven't wanted to do anything else because it's the only thing I can do that I can just diamond paint paint along with it. So I know when Arietta's not streaming, I know she does a lot of podcasts, which I have downloaded ready to listen. The Buffy podcast that you were telling me about, the same one that was doing the X-Files one for you. So I've put that into my Audible ready to go. So we shall have to see. But right now I am listening to my audiobook whenever I can. It's got me completely and utterly hooked. It's nice to actually have some like yellow coming through. You. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the progress on this. But I'm hoping if little one wants to play, I might be able to actually get some beads down. I am hoping to go to the hairdressers tomorrow, get mine and Grace's haircut. I'm also hoping, well, I've booked in to get my nails done. So my nails are growing. So I've had, I think it was in one of Arietta's lives. She was saying about getting her nails done. I've just got these done, and they're my natural nails, but with like, I think it's builder in a bottle or something like that. So I'm really pleased with the growth, and I'm looking forward to getting them topped up and yeah, getting nice, healthy, long nails. Although they're starting to get to the length of where I can't pick anything up. Because I'm not used to having long nails. And these are no way long. But especially with the work that I do, that I'm working with parts all the time, it was just so easy to like chip my nails or break them at an alarming rate. Which of course was never fun. We've got the tea in there as well. Tea. But yeah, I'm really pleased that I've actually found my love of doing diamond painting again. I don't know what it was. I seemed to burn out for a little bit. As you can see, my progress over the last couple of weeks, I've definitely got my love of doing it again, which is great. Because I've got far too many projects where I need to be getting back into the mindset of doing it, and not buying any more until I've done that. Which, when they offered me 20% off for my birthday, to say I was very tempted would be an understatement. H. But I held fast. Let's see. Kay says I like reverse tweezers, push to open. No, I can understand that. I use reverse tweezers for when I'm doing my card making, which I am set to do a batch of cards, hopefully over this weekend, which is nice because it gives me a little bit of spending money. Part. I do hope you enjoy the podcast. The ladies are bonkers in the best way. My sort of people. I like bonkers people, which is why I keep you lot around. Right. Let's get into this tray. I do like my little single placer tray. Because I tend to find that when I'm doing the single placing, I tend to be making little patterns in the tray of how I've picked up the diamonds out the tray. So I don't purposefully do it. It's just sort of like I'll make a little square. I'll go off into a triangle. The ways you make it fun for yourself, right? But I did do a little bit of multi-placing in this. I don't know. I've fallen out with multi-placing. And I can't tell you why. So I've been like the section above. There was a lot of 310, as you can see, and I was making little diamonds to do the colours. So I was doing a 5, 5, 5, 5, and then doing another set of 5s, another set of 5s, and then filling them in. I guess it's something how you make it fun for you. I've got to say, I'm really loving this pen. I picked this up from Forever Young, and I really love the angled tip. I can't tell you why. I just really do. I've been finding it difficult to settle on one particular pen at the moment. I don't think it helps that I've got diamond paintings in several different areas, so I've got to have trays, pens, the whole works everywhere. So I'm taking my calendar diamond paintings into work and working on those if I get into work early or during my lunch break, and that's kind of nice. So I've been taking that home, taking it into work, so I've got like a little carry-in setup which works lovely. And then upstairs I've got my weekend project, which is designed for the weekends when we get our lie-in morning. If I wake up and I don't do any more sleep, then I can go in the spare room and get my diamond painting out that's set up upstairs, which is kind of nice. So I've got a tray up there as well and some pens up there. So, and I've just bought another lamp for upstairs. My floor lamp I bought 5 years ago, which I absolutely adore. The head is completely adjustable on it. It's got like a bendy arm bit. And then my other one is a desk one, but you can change the type of light that comes out. And of course, when I'm doing diamond painting, I like to have as much natural white light as I possibly can. Because it's like I was using the lamp upstairs in that spare room. It just was just a normal lamp, but it was really, really yellow, and I found it was just messing with my eyes more than anything. Yeah, it's amazing that, you know, you can use one accessory for something and you do a different project and for some reason it's not comfortable anymore. You know, if you go back to that other project, it's perfectly fine again. It's like it's like a mental restriction. I must only use this pen for this project. And the tray that came, I don't know if it came with the kit or if it was part of the thing with the pen. I really love that tray, and it's really, really basic. Let me see if I can grab it. Yeah, this is my little go pouch. Yeah, the tray's really, really basic, but it just works. It sounds really silly. It's nothing like spectacular. It's just a white tray with the wedge to keep the ones that are not lined up in place. And I just love it. I can't tell you why. It comes with a little like stopper bit that you slide in there, which I don't really use because I don't really use stoppers at all. And this is my current calendar that I'm working on. This one's May's. So I finished April's, and that's now sat on my desk at work. This is May's, a little bicycle with like outside a house. And it's just beautiful, beautiful. So I'm really, really pleased with these. Yeah, so this is like my little work one. So in here I've got 3D printed one, 2 3D printed ones, and a little multi-place one in there. That's in here. Some spare labels, some wax, some baggies. And it's just sort of like my grab and go kit. I've got a little I've got a little paper clip on here for holding the plastic out of the way while I'm diamond painting. Because normally I only get about like 10 minutes before I've got to get back to work. So it's pretty much go, go, go. That's diamond paint. Opportunity at work. With lots of people coming into my office and going, okay, I think she might be on lunch. I don't know what gave that away. Otherwise, they'd just give me more work. But I also like the break that actually affords me to do by doing that. Let me turn the light on. But look, it actually feels like I'm getting like closer to the end of this canvas. I don't know where it's going to go. I will find a home for it. Starting to feel I might actually need to start using my glasses to see the symbols while I'm diamond painting. Because I'm not lowering my head because of the fact of I don't want to bump into my phone. It's harder for me to see at the distance. Might not necessarily be a bad thing to actually like use my glasses as opposed to craning my neck all the time. I mean, that'd probably be better for my posture. Yeah, I also wanted to do this because I'm really into doing this canvas at the minute. One of my other canvases that I was having a dabble at, I think I may have to contact like Smith Speeds or someone to try and locate some normal drills for that one, because it appears that I've got 2 different shades of orange in one colour. Originally I thought I'd mix them together, you know, as you do, like just pull them into the wrong part. And then I got all my oranges out of the case and found out, oh, I don't actually have that other shade. So, but because, did I say fox? I mean red panda. Anyone who has followed my progress on the Little Panda, it is very beautiful, but it's bugging me that the orange in its head is 2 shades, and I don't know if it's just me looking at it or, you know, because you know it's there, you see it. Don't you hate it when a bead just won't move down? It's like it's been stubborn. You will come out. Okay. Let's do some ones. Alright, it says, let us check our spares before you buy more. Yes, that does make more logical sense. Maybe checking my spares too might be like a sensible like thing to actually do as well. I need to work out which is the correct tone for that colour. I know they have like, I know it's not dye ink, but like lots of each colour, because each time you get your spares and you go and put them in your big spare box if you're anything like me, and that's when you find out there's actually 5 different tones of that one. There's one up there. There's one over there. Okay. More purple. Would you like some purple with that? But I was raving to a girl at work how beautiful this canvas is, and I do love like all the colours. It's just breathtaking. I love working on it every single time. I do wish I could draw like Sarah does. I mean, you know, I've been a super fan of this particular piece for ever since I first saw it. I was totally obsessed with it. and I know there other people can work on their canvases really, really quickly. I'm very happy to do it at a nice steady pace because that's what works for me. Normally by the time I've finished one section, I definitely need to take a break for a bit. Excuse me. Even about to talk about tiredness is enough to start me off yawning. But yeah, after a section, I normally feel that my eyes need the break from the canvas too. I admire these people who can power through. I am just not one of them. I mean, I am enjoying things a lot more since I decided that I wasn't going to force myself to complete an entire section before I gave up on it. If I wanted to take a break, I've just been saying to myself, you know what? This is your time, and you should make sure that you are doing exactly what you want and what you need to do. And I've stopped putting pressure on myself to do completions. But yeah, I can guarantee every section I've done on this, I've taken a photo. So when I'm away from it, I can still go back and admire my work. Because that's the sort of crazy person I am. But I also like being this crazy. It gets me through. And to surround myself with other nice, crazy people. And the best thing is that you guys never judge, you never criticise, you just, well, we all do. We all accept each other's for all of our funny little quirks. And that is such a lovely place to actually feel to be a part of. Unfortunately, there's far too many people around me who tend to think that their opinion is more important. And it's a lovely breath of fresh air to have that space where you feel no one's actually going to judge me. I still feel that people might judge me, but not enough to ever shut me up. Which, of course, we all know that Roxy's stories tend to be the ones that get cut off at the end of the Zoom call. Arietta's put, diamond painting and many crafts are about the journey and not just the destination. And I agree with that 5 million %. Amy says 1 or 2 sections a day, usually my limit. Progress adds up pretty quickly though. I see some people finish one big canvas in a week, and I don't understand how, but I do admire it. I do admire it. But I sort of get, when I see people do that sort of thing, I sort of get really, really jealous because my body just won't allow me to do that. Be it with physical tiredness or aching or I've got to get on with other bits. It just doesn't leave a lot of time to sit down and do it. I know ever since I did find diamond painting, it's always been a big release for me, I guess. Like, while I'm doing this, I'm not thinking about the craziness of work. I'm not thinking about the craziness of being mum. I mean, don't get me wrong, we never stop listening out for them. But little ones tucked up, fast asleep in bed. And I can just relax. For my husband, it's building Lego or playing on computer games. For me, this is my joy. I like doing my Lego, which I do have a new kid. Let me show you my kid. I've been eyeing this one up for a little while, and yeah, I have a Stitch. It's been in my hand several times in stores, and I've always ended up putting it back. And my husband has noticed me looking at this a lot, and he bought it me for my birthday. But he is so cute. I think somehow I'm going to have to put him and Hey Hey near to each other. I know they're not from the same series, but they're very island sort of themed. Arietta says, I think you could use your new acrylic markers on the blanket as it comes with acrylic pens too. I never actually thought of doing that, but yeah, you're right. They are acrylic pens, aren't they? So the lovely Arietta bought me a colouring blanket for my birthday, which I love. So for days when I'm not feeling like I can get off the sofa, which I've had a few of those recently, especially with the extraction of the tooth, I really just didn't want to move after that. So that was like a perfect present. So yeah, I am so looking forward to doing that. Me and Grace have tested the pens out on the blanket. So we've coloured in a heart and a circle. Nothing major yet. So Amy said, I've just got a new Lego kit. I treated myself to the Wally and the Eva. We have been eyeing that one up because I believe it's about to be retired. Is that the one with, I want to say Mo? I do have 2 Lego kits of Wally because he has a very, very special place in my heart. He is so lovely and such a pure soul, and I don't know how anyone could not love Wally. I haven't introduced Grace to Wally yet. She has found the Minions though. Right, I think I am going to finish this bit up here because I've just glanced at the time and saw we've gone past 9 o'clock. Which means we've successfully made it through the hour. I must try and play Dreamlight again. I haven't touched it in the longest time. Although I've been drawn to a game that I didn't think would be my cup of tea, and it's the Hello Kitty game. And I thought it sounded like I'm a bit too old for this, but I've seen a couple of like videos of it. It looks really cute and just, you know, something I would totally love. But thank you guys for coming to join me tonight. I always appreciate you guys coming and keeping me company. But yes, I will be cracking on and doing a little bit more on this one. And oh look, I've just seen through the light, seen the next section. Oh, more of a hand. But look how much of the baby dragon's coming through. So I am looking forward to revealing more. And there's going to be a lot more colour blocking sections, which I'll be very thankful from, because there's been a lot of confetti. But yes, thank you guys for coming and joining me, and I will catch you all very soon. Thank you for everyone else who's there in the background. You know, I really appreciate it. So look after yourselves, and I will speak to you all soon. Okay, love you guys. Bye.